car is guaranteed to be into the semis with Daddis and Popple.
Which could make up for them not getting there the last 2 nights.
That is correct.
Trying to make a comeback.
So 3 door cars are left. Bridgers, Daddis, and Popple. The 2 of the door cars racing each other, guaranteed to stick one down in the semis. Manuel and Markoglu, Gary Williams, and that door car Bridgers, and Jeff Serra and Dixon. Serra looking to go to the finals for 2 straight days. Serra's been really, really good since stepped on the property.
He's trying to prove a point.
Well, I mean, just take like the last 6 months. Serra's been on a roll.
Yeah, that's true. He's a bad dude. He could use a beard shave, but he's a good dude.
So we see Cowboy down there. See Peter Biondo down there. Getting everything situated. Sure, at this point, our 8 remaining competitors will get down there and discuss, their best ideas for the Racer Barbecue, presented by Mullis Race Cars.
Pork or chicken?
Like, do you like your baked beans with brown sugar? Do you like them?
Yeah, then there's probably going to be a little argument about it. Like no brown sugar,
No, I want a lot of brown sugar.
And then we got to decide how much brown sugar we're going to get.
Yeah, that's right. And I want more brown sugar here versus later.
Exactly. Yeah, sometimes you want the brown sugar right now. Sometimes you want to save it for
later.
Yeah. I can understand that, being a fat guy. Looks like we got a group hug going down there. It's huddled. Everybody's huddled, hugging.
Pretty soon, are we going to have, you put your left foot in?
You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself about. That's what it's all about. Sup?
Craig Hicks, ladies and gentlemen. Hollywood Hef.
Hey. Hef. I like that. I'm going to roll with that.
Huge embarrassing failure.
That's me.
Who coined that? Mr. Thompson? I like that. Well done, sir.
He lets me know a lot.
It's all about the tough love. So that Racer Appreciation Barbecue in full swing. Just great to see everybody down there getting together, racing, especially here at the Flings. It's just one great big family. Had the opportunity today to go through the pit area. We did some interviews with some of the racers on property. With Kyle Luters. That stuff should be all edited up, and I'm sure they're going to play some of that stuff on the Jags and Who's Your Tire Live feed later. And I asked a lot of the racers, just a whole bunch of random questions, and one of the things that I asked is, what is your favorite thing about racing?
Mm-hmm.
And both old and young both said, it's really all the people that you're here with. And the friends that you've made, the people that you've known your whole entire life, people that you pit to one time at a race 10 years ago that you're still friends with every single time you see them at a racetrack.
And that's the greatest thing about drag racing is that
that's right.
We all compete, right? But you break something, you need something, you go to your neighbor's trailer and they've got
Absolutely.
it, even if they don't know you, right?
Yep.
Oh, I got
Absolutely.
that. I got that.
Yep. Come over, get it. All right, semifinal rounds of the Silver State Refrigeration Door Car Shootout. My
loosen them up,
competitors,
bring them to the lanes.
Loosen them up, and get up here. They got stuff everywhere. So the 2 Martells, that screaming Fiero of Mr. Turner, and DiLorenzo.
Mike, it looks like we got drivers in the cars in the main event. 8 cars left?
Yep, 8 cars left. They're getting ready. But let's get my 4 cars of the Silver State Refrigeration HVAC 32 car door car shootout. Get headed back up this way. 10 GER in that pot. Plus an entry to the 2022 million to the runner-up. But no matter what, whoever goes down in this round is going to get an entry to go see JJ at National Trail Raceway for the Summer Fling. JJ earlier in the week was like, National Trail, there's going to be like 1,700 cars on property. That's not what he said.
I'm excited to go there. I've never been to National Trail. I mean, you get to go for a Fling event. I may or may not be going.
Yeah.
But I might get fired before then.
JJ saying, if the weather forecast looks good, between 6 and 750.
It'll be solid. It's a big place, too, right?
I hear rumbling, I hear thundering, and I see movement forward.
We got cars.
So quarter-final rounds in the Silver State Refrigeration HVAC 100 Grand Friday is rolling forward. Here at the Rad Torque Systems Spring Fling, presented by Optima Batteries. We're going to go from 8 to 4. Going to start off with the 2 door cars. Matt Dattis and Jeremy Popple.
Mike Eames is a professional Common Core math.
Common Core math,
Common
baby.
Core.
So Matt Dattis out of Ohio, 652 the dial-in for the Ranger. Mickey Thompson, Wiseco Magna Fuel, and Jeremy Popple, the New Yorker,
Popple.
in the Bird. 525 there on the dial for Jeremy.
This is that time of night, Mike. The sun's starting to go down. Conditions are changing a little bit. We could see some of those double breakouts we've been seeing all day.
Yeah, double breakouts would not be a new thing.
No, it would not be. Red lights might be though. Tree's bright. It's bright right now.
Now, do you add more to the box or you take out?
Well, it depends on your age. Some people say as you get older, you hit it worse at night.
Because it scares you.
I'm at this teetering point for my, some days I'm good. It depends on how lit the track is, More bad than good.
So Daddis and the Ranger will be leaving first. Popple and the Thunderbird will be doing the chasing. Away and away.
6 thou separate them. At this end of the racetrack, at the far end, it's going to be Popple. 15, 25 above for Popple. Daddis was 21, wanted to be in front. Takes 23 to be 4 thou under. Needed to take 19 or less. Did not get it done. So Popple moving to the semis for 100 grand.
I mean, as we take a look at it, I mean, Matt Daddis was going 100 miles an hour.
It was a solid
Popple's
effort.
127 on the speed.
I'm not faulting the guy.
Yeah,
it's not easy to do. It's easy to do from up here.
You know, and we talk about just being on the freeway at 70 and have somebody come past you at 97 and try to judge a 1 foot area on a fixed target.
Yeah. Oh, down there it's tough. Up here, I'm like, you couldn't do that, Matt? Come on.
Lee Dixon and Jeff Serra. Dixon out of Virginia. The Design Electric Race Tech Machine 461 is the dial. Serra, 454. Dude's been on a mission. He was a runner-up last night. We'll see Lee Dixon off and away first by 0.07 of a second. So we're going to get down to 4 cars.
And we got a little staging duel again. Sarah's moving in.
They're bumping in.
We're staged. And there's a little bit that separates these two. At the far end, we're going to hear some rips of the gas. It's going to be Jeff Serra. 16, dead 6, taking 20. Lee Dixon was 41, dead 1. And Jeff Serra is moving on to the semis. Again.
Just Lee Dixon just dug himself a hole. He just, at this point of the night, you got Jeff Serra in the other lane. Can't be 41 on the tree. I mean, period.
Yeah, it's not going to work most of the time.
So Mark Bridgers and Gary Williams. That's so interesting because Bridgers, if memory serves me correct, has been living over in the Napa Auto Parts side of the racetrack.
Oh.
He's been right side pretty much the whole time.
Okay.
Gary Williams had lane choice, stuck him over on the left side. G-Dub out of Bradenton, Florida for FTI, Nesbitt, Mickey Thompson Tires VP, McLeod, etc. 477, the number for Gary Williams. Mark Bridgers, Mount Olive, North Carolina, 71 Nova, 625 on the board. It's almost a full tree will be the head start for Bridgers. Tree down, Bridgers away, Williams away. 8 thou going to be the difference on the starting line. G-Dub is going to get the win. 478 on the 477 for Gary Williams. Bridgers was just a little bit better on the starting line, 19 green, but then 27 above. And Gary Williams snugged it up. 7th out the stripe there, Mr. Hicks.
7th out, that split is pretty amazing. Now, whether he got 7th out or took 7th out, he's going 140. It's pretty close, might be all out, but still, that's a good job by G-Dub.
Timmy Markoglu and Corey Manuel. Timmy out of Staten Island. Young man from New York, 446 the number. Corey Manuel, Stokesdale, North Carolina. We saw Cameron make a deep run in the 32-car shootout on Tuesday. The whole Manuel clan been pretty good here.
Corey's been
Galot
nasty
Motorsports
today.
Park. Yep, absolutely. 469 the number, be off and away. 005.
They're both nasty.
He's going to leave second.
Wow. It's going to be
And
Markoglu.
Timmy Markoglu.
10 total, just in the quarterfinals. Yeah, no, it's no big deal. It's nothing.
Corey Manuel, 005 and one above.
It's a solid lap.
Good lap.
I mean, I'd take that at 8 cars. For
Yep.
Sure. Yeah.
So Timmy Markoglu, 001. To move on. So when we come back for 4 cars, going to have Popple in the door car. Timmy Markoglu, Gary Williams, Jeff Serra.
That's a stout field.
Are you surprised? No.
No, that's not surprising.
No.
What's going to be interesting here is how the ladder shakes out.
Absolutely.
That'll make it real interesting. But right now, we got some real exciting stuff coming up. So we have the potential for some really cool wheelies. And now it's getting cool out. going to get fast. We could see some bumper dragging right here.
I hope so.
I hope so too.
What are you guys doing? $500 for the best wheelie?
$500 for the
All right.
best wheelie.
Leader in the
Absolutely.
clubhouse?
Brian Martell.
Shane Thompson is the official judge.
Martell has to be, but you know what would be really cool is, and not rooting against anybody here, but if it happened to be an all Martell final and it gets stolen away from Brian with a super epic wheelie by a truck. Just saying. That would be neat.
I got you. I'm feeling you.
Yeah.
All right, so JJ was very kind. Just walked over through the ladder in my
Ooh, we
greasy
got the
little
ladder?
fingers.
Ooh.
One side, Markaglu,
Okay.
Sarah,
Okay.
which means Popple in the door car, and Mr. Gary Williams.
Okay. Those are two big pairs.
Absolutely. Well, no matter how it shook out, it was going to be two good pairs.
That's true. Question is, can Jeff Serra get back to the final and try to take it one step further?
Well, he illuminated, 8 win lights yesterday
Needed 9.
in that car? Needed 9.
Needed 9.
He's lit 7 today.
Well, we know he's good for 8. We don't know if he's good for 9.
Yep.
So we'll see if he's good for 8 today.
Either way, a lot of money left. Pretty sizable chunks of change left here at 4 cars. Man, that's what makes it so fun.
The chat bleachers love door cars. They're going crazy that we got 1 door car left in the main event.
As they should.
They should. They should. I mean, I'm a dragster guy, but, to each their own.
Door cars are great.
Door cars are fun.
We have a racer in need, parts call. All right. Kevin Pollard needs a Heim joint for his wheelie bar, 5/8 thread, 1/2-inch hole. All right.
If you have one of those, get it to Kevin
Get it to
Pollard.
Kevin Pollard. Pretty please.
I would argue that Kevin Pollard doesn't even need the wheelie bars, but he thinks he does. So he needs a Heim joint.
Let's take care of him.
Yes, that's what we do.
Craig, do you have one of those?
A Heim joint? I don't know what a Heim joint is, Mike.
Well, I mean, I was going to go there, but you went there for me. Do you even know what a Heim joint is?
Nope.
Not a Heimlich.
I just drive the car.
That's when you're choking and somebody has to.
Yeah, no, I got
Okay.
that one. I
All
learned
right.
that in Dare or something.
I know that you eat a lot of large chunks of beef, and sometimes you get them. I mean,
Hot dogs.
well, I was gonna say large chunks of roast beef.
Yes. Shout out Portisubs.
Yes.
But the Giddy Piggy is way better than Portisubs ever dreamed of being, I'm just saying.
You're not wrong. All right, semifinals and our 32-car Silver State Refrigeration door car shootout. Michael DiLorenzo and Michelle Martell. DiLorenzo in the Fishbowl out of Delaware. Michelle Martell out of Virginia. In the old pickup truck. So a couple of blue Chevrolet products down there, Greg Hicks.
They sure are. See if Michelle sticks them high. Okay, that's about the same wheel stand. Still a wheel stand.
11 Green
She's
is
in
going to.
control.
Yep, 11's going to leave
gonna
second,
get
but
it done.
Michelle Martell.
Michelle Martell, 007, dead 5. That's 12 total. That's an easy math problem. DiLorenzo was it wasn't a slouch. He was 11 on the tree. Looks like he went down by a drop. There goes 33 above. But Michelle Martell's going to the final. So we're halfway to a wheel standing final round.
And an all Martell final round.
And an all Martell final round.
And
which
Dean
would be pretty
Turner's
cool.
like, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah, he says, look, I got my Pontiac Fiero.
What am I? I'm like,
It's topless.
yeah.
Who doesn't love topless cars,
Fieros.
right? Fieros.
Yeah.
And he's going to throw his hat in the mix. He's trying to stop Brian. But the Fiero doesn't do wheelies. So Brian has a built-in advantage.
So Brian Martell out of Virginia. 584 is the dial. Dean Turner, 547 for that very unique Fiero Roadster. Turner
That was a good
is
one.
003. Martell is 12. Rips down there, and Brian Martell is going to win on a breakout. Dean Turner was 003, taking 30, breaks it out 14 thou, and we're going to have all Martells in the final.
Wow.
Yep, that is right, Nathan Hershey. The Martells are going to get the 2022 entry to the million and $10,000. So
there's
now my
literally
question is,
no reason to not drag both these cars in the bumper in the final round.
what are they going to split in the final?
Somebody's sleeping on the couch, right? Because if I beat my wife in the final round, she probably is going to make me sleep on the
You
couch.
probably shouldn't say what you just said.
Oh.
If you defeated your wife.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. It's 2021.
Yes.
Yeah. I do not beat my wife, but if I defeated her, she'd be mad at me.
If you were better on the racetrack.
Yes.
Do you think your lovely wife is watching the live feed?
I don't know. If she is, I love you. I won't beat you. She knows.
You're just like me. We married
way
so
up.
far,
It's a smoke show.
Yeah, I married.
I'm not too bad myself, but she's way better looking than I am. That's saying something.
I say it all the time. Like, on my best day, I might be a 4. Best day, a 4. And my wife, on her worst day, is a 27.
Yeah, easily. Was it the guinea pig? It was a 33 out of 10?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's 37, actually. 37. And then Marco came in and said it was 38 out of 10.
I'll give her 36. I don't know that she's better than the guinea piggy, but she's pretty solid. And the guinea piggy's good.
So I had the macaroni and cheese one yesterday.
Oh, was it good?
I sent a picture to my wife. She might have called me some bad words.
Ooh. Yeah, my wife loves grilled cheeses.
Yeah,
it's her favorite,
I know,
right?
yeah.
And so I found this place, before, and then when it showed up here, I was like, oh my gosh, the guinea piggy's here. And every day I FaceTime my wife as I eat my guinea piggy sandwich. And the taco was my favorite heading into the weekend, but I've had the pizza a couple times, and the pizza grilled cheese is fire. So good.
Yeah, I agree. That's the one I had on the first day.
Did you?
Yeah.
It's good.
All right, so the call has gone out. Semifinals of our Silver State $100,000 main event. Let's get you headed up into the front of the lanes for pairings, please. Once again, Mark Glue and Jeff Serra, and Popple and Gary Williams.
Let's roll them to the staging lanes.
Yeah, let's get them up here.
Get it on.
Let's sort what we got to sort. Let's get them all loaded up. And wash, rinse, and repeat.
I like it.
All right, so Hicks,
Yes, sir.
favorite racetrack?
Favorite racetrack? It's a tough question. This one's up there because everything is so nice here.
Yep.
I think I'd have to go Bristol just from a picturesque standpoint.
Yeah.
I love the whole. It looks like you're driving down into the trees.
Sure.
It's just really pretty. Very similar to me, to Vegas as far as altitude and how the car runs and stuff.
Yep. Without the humidity. Or with the humidity.
Yeah, well,
Vegas is without the humidity.
Vegas just has weird wind. It's, the real windy city.
Yeah.
But let's see. Bristol. Galot's definitely top, probably 3. Top 3. Sonoma's awesome. If nobody's out here's ever been to Sonoma, just
Sonoma's great.
the views Like
Yes.
just to go up to the top end of the racetrack,
Yes.
like the whole
You look
hit on the
down.
road course. Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's. So I'm a picturesque racetrack guy, right? Like I like the whole
Yep.
thing. And so that's the top of my list. I mean, if I'm going like where I've had the most success, Fontana, which Fontana's like the ugliest racetrack there ever was.
It's an industrial park.
But I love that place.
Yeah.
It loves me. I mean, Vegas, like to me, like everybody goes to Vegas and they're like, oh, Vegas is awesome. Like, I grew up there. It's my home track. Like,
Yeah.
it's like it's just home. Like, so it's not in the top of nothing.
Sure.
I mean, but Vegas is awesome. Great facility.
Vegas is great.
Vegas is great, but it's still, I live there. And I raced on Vegas before it was the old racetrack.
Yeah,
which
the old
was,
one.
And I do have a soft spot for like you'll call it a podunk racetrack, you know?
Yep.
And Vegas used to be podunk.
Yes.
Yeah.
The old track was.
Yes.
Very much so.
Very much so. I mean, I remember the first day when they opened the new track, and we went out there, and it was like, oh my gosh,
Yeah,
like
it's the
this,
Taj Mahal.
What is? Yeah,
Yeah.
Taj, and then when they made it 4 wide, like
Yep.
stepping out front of the arch and just seeing this massive like
Yep.
dream racetrack. If we could ever have a 4 wide bracket race and figure that out, that'd
Yep.
be pretty. That'd be pretty neat.
So, we were talking about like the 4 wide deal. I was joking with Kyle and Peter when they made the 4 wides that we could run 4 wide time trials. The door cars in 1 and 2, the dragsters in 3 and 4,
Oh.
and you run all the eliminations for the door cars
In those lanes.
in those lanes, and the dragsters in those lanes.
See, I like that. And
Okay.
then you have a coin
But
flip at
then-
the ladder round.
Yeah, so then when it says, so then Kyle and Peter were like, well, what do you do when you get on the ladder? Because then the door cars haven't seen that lane and that's where they got.
That's where lane choice really comes into play, right?
That's where they-
That's why in the round before, you better be good on the tree so you can get lane choice and get the lane set that you want.
But the thing that would be cool about that is that you could really, if you had 500 cars, you could run time trials so much more faster because you're running 4 at a time.
Absolutely. And you know what? If you got your 2 time trials or
Yep.
you have a test, because we usually have a test day, right?
Yep.
So you have a test of 2. Like, do what you can to make runs in different lanes.
Yep.
That way, if you get to the ladder round, like, you've got your runs,
You have some
you know where
data.
you're at.
Yep.
Right? But that would definitely be interesting. At
so
least in
I'll-
a shootout.
Sure.
Let's try it in a shootout first.
I got you. So I want to go back to Sonoma. So the double divisional last year. Every single morning,
Yep.
Mike Rice and I would get on the Division 7 golf cart.
Okay.
We would drive all the way to the top of the hill to sand.
Okay.
Like literally to the sand. Put the back wheels of the golf cart in the sand.
Got you.
Put the golf cart in neutral.
Oh, no.
Push it with our feet
Yep.
to get it rolling, and we would coast all the way down the hill. And every day we would literally just we would trip the stage beams going like a half of a mile an hour. And that's what we did every morning.
That's awesome.
It was awesome.
We used to, have a few adult beverages at night. And
No.
we used to tie a flashlight to our ruckuses because we didn't have headlights on them.
Yeah.
And then we'd race around the road course
Oh,
at night. It was
yeah.
good time.
And
Mighty
I'm sure
good.
totally safe.
100. Yeah, we had flashlights.
Yes,
It's headlights.
totally safe.
So yeah, as long as you have a headlight, you can see where you're going. It's safe. I have some Sonoma stories. Georgia Seipel is a saint.
So Nathan Hershey just popped in here and said,
He has all the good ideas.
"This is what we're doing." So we're gonna run the semifinals of our Silver State Refrigeration 100 Grander, which will leave us with 2 finals and our shootout,
We got a bonus final.
our run for the Brodicks.
Yes.
Those SR20 heads, which is Cody Strickland and Jarrett Creech.
Isn't Cody Strickland like 16? Didn't I hear that?
I don't know that.
He's young.
Oh no, that's
that's-
Holt. That's Holt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the best package for the dragsters was 1 pack. The best package for the door cars was 2 total.
So the dragsters are in the lead,
And
like usual.
Tucker, really,
I'm sorry, I had to.
and Mr. Creech did that like early Wednesday.
First pair
in
out or
first
something.
round.
Yeah, it was
I mean, it was
crazy.
like 10 pair in, and 2 total. Ended up setting the standard that was never bested.
Right.
So after we have semis, and then 3 quasi-finals.
Now, I do want to throw in kind of something to think about here when we're talking about the Silver State Refrigeration $10,000 to win door car shootout. It has come down to Brian and Michelle Martell. So again, kind of getting that good mojo from providing donuts and coffee for everybody this morning. They're getting like the good vibes. All of the good things are rolling their direction.
Can I just throw out a challenge to Michelle Martell right now?
Well,
they're in the pits. They can hear us, right?
That's kind of what we're getting at. At this point, they are already, basically have swept the final.
Right.
So the 2022 million entry, as well as the remainder of the purse, because I did find out there was a small little split there, not a lot, but a little bit. They're going home with what's left of the cash. They're going home with the 2022 million entry. And at this point, between Brian and Michelle, I think based on kind of the judging that's been going on up here in the tower, those two have had the best wheelies of the event.
Yeah.
Brian,
absolutely.
I think, is kind of holding a slight advantage here with the Camaro.
Brian's definitely in the lead.
But Michelle is right there with him in the truck. So at this point, it's like, you've already won this thing. You're going home with both top prizes. Now it's a matter of, I would think, between the two of them, just let it all hang out and find out who's going to get the $500, and then you keep that for yourself, and you get to spend that on whatever you want to spend that on.
That'd be a good side deal.
Nate, you have the bestest ideas.
See, I said that.
Yes.
So when you roll up here in the final, man, get the wheelie bars off the things,
Take 'em
loosen
off.
them up,
Yeah,
and
take 'em
just
off.
let them fly.
Take the wheelie bars off.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will run you that.
We will run them last, just, but I'm just saying.
But
just-
hey, you know what? If we smack an oil pan, I'm just not that I want to see that. We got money to fix it because we made all the money. They made all the money.
Yeah, that's right. We'll turn on that whole song, I Believe I Can Fly, and we'll let them go.
That was a pretty good one.
You know what? I was almost brought to tears right there.
Listen. We should bring karaoke back at the Fling. We did it one year. I love karaoke. I do. I really do. That's not very nice. Thank you. Ooh,
All right.
we got race cars.
I hear rumbling. I hear thundering.
Semifinals.
Semifinals.
$100,000.
Silver State Refrigeration. 100 grand Friday.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so then obviously there's going to be a regret check in too.
Back to your interesting facts, Mike.
Yes.
Gary Williams, G-Dub, he's been a right lane guy pretty much all day.
Yeah, for a lot of it.
For a lot of it.
Yep.
Certainly the last couple of rounds, right?
But he did not have lane choice.
Popple said, get over on the left.
Yep. All right, Gary Williams and Jeremy Popple. Gary Williams, Bradenton, Florida.
Jeremy
Guy that
Popple is holding all of the door car guys on his back right now.
That's right. Gary Williams, one of those guys that's been there, won that. For FTI, Nesbitt Racing Engines, Mickey Thompson, VP, McLeod, Jegs, 480 going to be the dial-in. There for Gary Williams. Jeremy Popple, 526 the number for the Firebird out of New York. So in the Napa Auto Parts side of the racetrack, he'll be off and away first. Winner here is going to make up one half of the final. 3,000 was the difference right here.
It's tight. It's going to be Popple. The door cars going to the final. 16, dead 6. That's 22 total. 22 total. And G-Dub was 13 and dead 9.
Which also makes 22 total.
Oh, it does.
It does. And when you look at the itty-bitty numbers,
That's
0, 0,
A lot of
0,
zeros.
6,
I didn't even know
10
that.
thou. Jeremy Popple takes the Firebird
Everybody's going to look at me in a whole
into
new
the
light
final.
right now.
6-10 thou, the margin of victory for the door car, Firebird of Jeremy Popple. And looking to join Popple in that final round, Timmy Markoglu and Jeff Serra. Looking to go to back-to-back final rounds is Mr. Serra. He's over the Napa Auto Parts side, the right lane, 454, the dial-in for Jeff.
He's had 454 in that car like the last 16 rounds.
Yep. Timmy Markoglu, Staten Island, New York, 446. Timmy was 001 on the Christmas tree. They're in the quarters. Sarah was 16 on the bulb.
You have a good memory. Ooh.
Markoglu is 004, looking to end Sarah's night,
He
and
does.
Timmy Markoglu, 004 and one above for Timmy. Jeff Serra, 14 green, 453.7, breaking out by 3 thou, taking 5 there, Greg Hicks.
That's a solid effort by Jeff Serra. Really a solid 2 days. I mean, finals, semis, a lot of money on the line. Taking 5 thou in the semis, just coming up short. I'm sure he'll be upset that he was 14 on the tree. But Timmy Markoglu laid it down.
So the last 2 rounds, you want to talk about coming up big.
Absolutely.
Markoglu, 001, 004.
That's clutch in a big spot.
That's bases loaded. Down a run.
Those are 2 clutch runs.
Stepping up in
Markoglu
the. Yep.
putting down Sarah with 004. Popple just throwing down with G-Dub.
That's right. 6-10 thou margin of victory. there.
Crazy. Both 22 total. They fried my brain. I mean, everybody heard it. There's still steam coming out my ears.
I mean, I hear the gears grinding over there still.
They are. Look at the oil.
The hamster in the wheel is running around pretty frenetically.
We weren't all born smart. It's unfortunate.
Nathan Hershey with the line of the night.
Look at that.
And educating Greg Hicks all at the same time.
Listen, if you never learn, you gotta learn every day, right? Some stuff is, more basic than others, but
Sure.
as long as you learn something every day, then it's good. I heard that quote one time.
I taught Queen Jaylene something the other night when we were driving back to the hotel.
What did you teach her?
I taught her what a I taught her what a blue moon is.
Oh, I know what that is. I've heard that. Hold on, a blue moon. It's good beer.
No.
Good beer. Isn't it like crap? Isn't it like a new, like when the moon, you have 2 new moons in the same month?
The second full moon in a calendar
That's right.
month.
Yes, it's a blue moon.
That
Yes.
second
I was super close.
is
I
a
knew
blue moon.
I was on the right track.
There you go.
But that's like useless trivia. That's not like math.
That's right. Yeah.
Which I'm really good at.
That's just like random facts that just
Yeah.
are clogged up in my
You have a lot of those.
That's the stuff that I know, but I can't remember when my flight is on Sunday.
You do have a lot of random facts up there. I've heard you on the mic a lot over the years.
Yeah.
And you just spit knowledge.
Useless.
Like, wow, I never knew that.
Yeah.
But Mike Eames knows that.
Yeah.
Disney
It's
facts,
bad.
Mike.
Well, when I go back, I'll grab mine.
Yankees knowledge, baseball knowledge. You're the GOAT.
Do you know what was the craziest baseball stat from the other day?
Bryce Harper got hit in the face with a fastball.
Dude, that was insane. And he was
crazy.
fine.
I know he won. I mean, he
was
was pissed.
Yeah.
I'm mad too.
Yeah.
But.
So, and I think it's still got to be true because of his outing the other day. But Jacob deGrom, who pitches for the Mets,
Yeah.
up until the other day, he had more RBIs as a hitter than earned runs allowed as a pitcher.
Wow.
All right, we will now take our Brodix shootout to the lanes. and also the Martells. Let's get you up in the lanes, please, for that $10,000 shootout final. All Martells all the time.
Yeah, there'll be a big split talk with the Martells. It's going to take a while.
It's going to be a massive split. There's going to be all sorts of debating.
Yeah, it's probably going to take a while. So bring them up here. We'll send Mike down to loosen the shocks on Michelle's truck.
Yep. All right, and then also, Wesley Roberts won a Strange Engineering $500 gift certificate for his one thou package that was earlier in the week.
Solid.
So Wesley Roberts was also one thou. The tiebreaker is reaction time.
Right.
Strickland was perfect dead one.
Okay.
Roberts was 001 dead zero.
Gotcha.
So Strickland ended up in the run for the Brodicks, but Wesley Roberts won a Strange Engineering $500 gift certificate, which greatly appreciate Strange Engineering for being part of the event. And Corey Manuel was the round 7 autometer best losing package after being 23 total. It's a $500 autometer gift certificate.
That's solid.
Definitely better than a kick in the shins.
Absolutely. Because normally you lose and you get nothing.
That's right. Especially if you lose as early as you do in competition.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. Pretty rough.
It just,
You know what? I have a 31-hour drive looking forward to the way home. So
that's right.
It's no big deal. It's good times in my future.
Hey, but tomorrow's a new day.
Tomorrow's a new day. It is.
So 3 runs left, and we are going to put Silver State Refrigeration Friday to bed here at the Rad Torque Systems. Spring Fling presented by Optima Batteries. And then we get to come back bright and early in the morning. Hold on. Smoke them if you got them. Whoops, I don't want that. I don't want that. There's too many buttons. We'll have our non-denominational church service tomorrow morning at 8:15. We will have the Fling family photo on the starting line at 9 o'clock. Then eliminations, starting with door cars, starting at 9:15. And that is tomorrow morning. So my Brodick shootout, Creech and Strickland, should be up there. The winner of that matchup will get those SR20 heads. That's like a $5,300 value.
That's huge.
That's a fantastic prize.
It's a fantastic prize. You know the cool thing about that Burdick shootout, and I don't think either one of those guys have been on the track in a little while.
That is true.
So, and you got to come down and just throw down to win a set of heads. It's pretty cool.
I agree.
All right. So, get your prediction machine out.
Yep.
I know how your prediction machine works.
Yes.
But
It's flawless.
it's flawless. But why don't you call the winning package in the Burdick shootout?
The winning package. Here, how about we go the other way? Because
Okay.
we set the line.
Okay.
Okay. We did it this morning for the reaction time challenge.
Okay.
Nathan Hershey ended up on the wrong end of that one.
Shocker.
JJ's been gloating all day because he was on the right side.
Nice.
All right. All right, so Peter Biondo has set the order of operations. We are going to run the final of the 100K. So we set the line. We set the line for the reaction time challenge at 15 hundo.
No, I heard that, yeah.
Yeah. Nathan then said, yeah, I think we're going to have several, and we're going to have somebody that's going to be perfect. We're going to hit the over.
Okay.
Jay is like, I think we're going to be the under.
Gotcha.
Ended up being $600, so on the under.
Oh, is that all? Wow.
Yeah. So I'm going to say the Brodicks, I'm going to set the line at See, because you got to get play on both sides. I'm gonna go 21 total.
Oh, okay.
Thompson's gonna take the over.
I'm taking the under.
Hicks is taking the under. Nathan Hershey. Yep, winning package is Brodix. Nathan Hershey is using the strategy of they've been sitting for a while. He's going to take the over.
See, I have faith in how good everybody is out here. You could say we don't even need time runs. Just come get it.
What are you, Steve Kasner?
No. Steve Kasner, he's a good guy. I don't know if I can say that. I got whacked below the belt one time in the staging lanes and fell down, and Steve Kasner basically walked up to me and did the whole, "You got knocked out."
So
yeah, thanks, Steve Kasner.
Kasner, divisional event at Rocky Mountain Raceways. True story. Shockingly, we had weather.
No way.
Stunning
What?
development. Stunning development.
That's nuts.
And Kasner showed up. Didn't have a chance to qualify. Got put on the bottom of the top dragster ladder.
Right.
And just slayed the entire field and won the
ran
won the
through
event.
him, mowed him over.
Just
Yeah.
completely. And he's like, who needs a time run? They're overrated.
Exactly. I think Shane Thompson might have won a race in Rocky Mountain Raceways once.
That is correct. Yep. That's right. Yep.
I'm sure there was only 3 cars, but he won.
No, so yeah.
Well, listen, Shane Thompson led the world in Super Comp, and then was like, man, I don't want to do that and quit.
Yeah.
Solid.
That's boring.
Yeah.
890. Been there, done that.
Over it. A 1-1. We're good.
Everybody was telling me how hard it was to win one of these things.
Wasn't hard.
Piece of cake.
Try a fling.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Piece of pie. So simple. Even a caveman could do it. Oh, and there's puppies running around.
You're a sucker for puppies.
Absolutely. You know, I mean, honestly, so my 2 dogs are just A+.
Right.
Like, I just wish that, like, I liked myself as much as my dog liked me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'd probably feel a
100%.
lot better.
That's why dogs are great. I have
Yeah.
3. I have 3 dogs, 4 technically. One's, I gave to my dad, but so we have a lot of animals, and that my dog, I had him since he's a puppy, and he couldn't help but eat everything else, and so he had to go. But my dad lives next door to me, so I get to see him all the time. But we have 3 other dogs. They're all rescues. Jason, my buddy Jason,
Yep.
he lives right behind me with his wife, and they rescue. They have like 14 dogs. I don't know, it's crazy. But they're all rescues, and
Yeah.
they're great people. And so I kind of got into the rescues from them.
Sure.
And I mean, I was always a guy I like to have a puppy. Just like a kid. I wanted a kid, from a baby, you raise it up. Puppy's the same way. But I don't think I'll ever get a puppy again. Like rescues, they're the best.
Yep.
The personalities are awesome. They love you
Yep,
for saving
absolutely.
them.
Yep.
That's amazing.
I agree.
Life-changing stuff.
Yep, that's what my female English Bull Terrier came from.
Is that
rescue.
right?
Yep.
Oddly enough, my dad had a dog. It was a red heeler, and it passed away from old age and diabetes. And we went and wanted to get him the dog to replace it. And so we found this German Shepherd that he didn't end up jiving with. And
Yeah.
So we kept him. This dog was like 7 years old when we got him. Very timid, right? And so we have rabbits, chickens, a pig. We got all kinds of animals.
Goat.
And all the other
Sloth.
dogs, they want to chase the animals around, the rabbits. They want to chase them around. This German Shepherd, like, he goes in the chicken cage and just walks around, says, hey, what's up? Like, he went in the backyard one night. It was like 2:30 in the morning. Wakes my wife up, and she's like, hey, there's a mouse in the room. And I'm like, get the cat. Don't wake me up. And it turns out this dog had found baby bunnies outside.
Okay.
Picked them up in his mouth, brought them inside,
Yeah.
and woke my wife up so she could take care of the baby rabbits.
Ah, it's fantastic.
It's awesome. Awesome dog.
So our finalist of the Silver State 100 Grander, the main event. I think we're just missing Timmy Markoglu. And all 6 of our remaining competitors will be in the lanes. I see the Martells. Hicks, do you want to say anything to the Martells?
If the Martells can hear me, I would love to see Michelle steal the wheelie crown right now.
And Shane Thompson from Silver State is the judge of the wheelie contest. And he's sitting in between us.
If somebody doesn't drag a bumper in the Silver State door car shootout final, I mean, I don't, you should definitely do it.
I mean, we're not going to say it's going to like ruin our day.
Yeah,
but our day would be so much better
it would be, 100%.
if we were dragging on the bumper.
Yeah, I'd be happy. Shane would be happy. Mike Eames would be happy.
I'd be thrilled.
Everybody loves a happy Mike Eames.
I'm always happy anyway. All right, Looters. All right, Looters has additional cameras down there.
That's not pressure.
Yes, absolutely.
That's pressure. And I know that
Love it.
Big Nasty likes wheelies.
Yes, absolutely.
So let's get a double wheelie
Yeah.
husband and wife final.
Do it for Kyle.
Do it for Kyle.
Kyle's watching on the live feed.
Yes.
So Timmy Markoglu just pulled up.
Door car dragster final for
Yep.
$100,000.
Door car dragster. All right, Nathan Hershey just made a good point. Okay, hey Martells. Nathan Hershey says you guys need to dial heads up so you guys leave together. Side by side big wheel stands, and then just do whatever you're going to do down there. I like that. Well, I got a better
Let's
idea.
dial 'em like
I got a
9
better
flat.
idea. I was like dial in like 750.
Yes. So we've got to.
Yep.
That's going to be a
You
good
got to
time.
get down there.
Yes. This is the best
Yes.
idea ever.
Man, I'm telling you what, Hershey is absolutely killing it.
He's an idea specialist.
Yes.
Don't try to act coy about it.
Okay, now I can say that I've been a part of some of your bad ideas that have been spectacular. And I've also been part of your, quote, bad ideas that, yeah, were really bad ideas. Yes, yes.
My bad ideas sometimes end up with me passed out in a bathroom with my face on the porcelain. That's a story for later.
That's not making good choices.
That was a bad life choice. And I may or may not have drug a porta potty through the pits at one point.
At least it wasn't a battery charger.
Listen, I drug it like 5 feet. It wasn't even 5. It was like 2 feet.
No.
I've never lived it down.
It was way longer than 5 feet.
I caught it really quick. Like, who hasn't drugged their battery charger to the lanes with them?
Shane's over here like, I've never done that. I'm going to say 90, I'm going to say, here we go. I'll say that 97% of the racers here on property have never drugged their battery charger up to the lanes.
Corey Galitti ran his car out of gas in Vegas once.
Okay, now that is true.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that is true. Mike Rice did.
Just trying to find somebody else to throw under the bus.
Yep. We had that happen one time at a sprint car race, the old Rocky Mountain Raceways.
Yeah.
Came out, green flag, cars go to take off, sprint car instantly at the green, pulls down into the infield.
Forgot to put gas in it.
Well, if they pulled down in the infield and stopped, they were out of the way, so we didn't like throw a yellow or anything like that. We just keep running. We run. And it was a 35-lap wing sprint race, green, white checker, right? Just a weekly deal.
Right.
So we go push him off the track. Well, after the race, I went down after, and I'm like, what happened? He's like, well, do you want to know how far you can get on a tank of fuel in a sprint car? You can practice a little bit, you can qualify, you can run the heat race, and you can mash on the gas in the main event, and then that's as far as you can go.
That's it.
Yep.
Well, you know,
That's it.
in dragster, everybody wants to put fuel in it after every pass.
Yeah.
You can make 5 quarter-mile passes on 1 tank of gas.
You just have to dial for it.
So just imagine how long Corey Galletti went without putting fuel in his car, running 8th mile. I mean, not saying nothing, but.
I don't know. This is my first time with Pennsylvania. One of them's in Birmingham and one of them's in Ohio. Mark and Joanne. Joanne is in Birmingham and Mark is in Ohio.
All right, so there's a fantastic. All right, so the Martells are back there like, okay, stop giving us ideas. A great idea from the live feed in the chat bleachers, not great coverage by Jags and Hoosiers. The recommendation is to have the Martells switch cars in the final. I still like the idea of dialing them like 8 flat and being side by side heads up.
Yeah.
But
Switch cars, dial 850, do massive wheel stands.
we have our Silver State Refrigeration $100,000 final coming around the corner. Door car, dragster. We're standing up for this one. The door cars,
The crowd gathered at the
and the
starting
door
line
car
to watch
fans
it.
are going to be cheering for Jeremy Popple. The dragsters are going to be with Timmy Markoglu. So the check, the trophy, the jacket, and everything that goes with winning one of these great events is going to go back to the great state of New York.
And you know, Mike, I've been looking at it right now. To this point this weekend, the door cars have been shut out, haven't even made an appearance in the final round. So how fitting would it be if the door cars could roll in here and say, fine, you guys want the other little ones? We're going to go ahead and claim the one big one.
Take the big one. Jeremy Popple, 526, the Dylan and the Firebird. Timmy Markoglu, 446. We talked about it earlier. Timmy was 001, 004 the last 2 rounds. We are off and away. Red light start for Jeremy Popple by 13 thou. Timmy Markoglu's going to be your winner. And going dead on 0. Timmy Markoglu, 11 green, 446-0 on the 446.
Timmy Markoglu came to play in the final for $100,000. He throws up 11 total. That's easy math for me.
That is definitely an impressive pass by Timmy Markoglu. Of course, Jeremy Popple making a very, very good showing here. Just turned it loose 13 thousandths of a second too soon. So our Silver State Refrigeration main event Friday, big check, trophy, hat, all going to go to the Staten Island, New York-based runner, Timmy Markoglu. Nice.
And you're going to be down there in a little while. You're going to be with Timmy down there in that winter circle. I guarantee it's going to be pretty electric.
It's going to be a lot of fun. And speaking of electric, we have got the shootout for the Brodix SR20 heads. $5,200 worth of heads are on the line between the best overall package in the dragsters up through round number 3 on today and the best overall package in the door cars through round number 3 today. Best overall package in the dragsters was Cody Strickland, who was 1 total at one point in the weekend. Are you kidding me? Cody Strickland coming back from the burnout. Jarrett Creech is sitting down here in the water box. Oh, I thought he went quiet. Had the door open. I was like, no. Jarrett Creech in the blacked out, almost murder Nova style ride. He was 2 total earlier in the week. I think it was like day number 1. Round number 1. Like 001 dead 1. was Jarrett Creech. So the two North Carolinians running a home race here, and for Strickland, it is very much a home race here, as the family helps operate this place. He has got the pre-stage bulbs lit over on the left side of the racetrack. That's where the dragster of Strickland sits. For Jarrett Creech, the door car here on the right side. Tree drops, and here we go. Oh,
Wow.
both of them are double O in
Nasty.
reaction time. Get down to the finish line, and how about Jarrett Creech? 004, 2 above, ends up 24 total. Cody Strickland was 003, got there first by 24 thousandths of a second, and breaks out 3 thou. And the heads are going home with Jarrett Creech.
Congrats to Jarrett Creech. That's an awesome final. Sit around for hours. Yeah, and they come out in 3 and 4, just like they did at the first round the first day.
Oh my goodness. So Mike, how about this? Silver State Refrigeration bonus $10,000 shootout here on a main event Friday, and husband and wife raced their way through a 32 car field. They will be claiming the 10 grand prize. They will be claiming the entry into the Spring Fling Million in 2022, and they are both leading the way for that $500 bonus of the wheel stand.
And the thing that's even cooler about ending up in the final is that the ladder changes every round, so it's not
Right.
like, oh, hey, I'm on this side.
Oh, yeah.
It had to shake out a specific way.
This is amazing. Husband and wife leading both of them, 1 and 2 in the wheel stand contest. They've already taken all the money. We better see them air it out right here.
Yeah. Well, they didn't dial them heads up. Michelle Martel dialed in at 596. Brian Martel dialed in at 584. I think they are certainly racing for kind of bragging rights within the household.
Oh, absolutely. Loser cleans the house.
From top to bottom. Michelle Martel here on the right side. Brian Martel on the left side. Again, these are the two that brought us donuts this morning, and it's paying off for them. Oh, yeah, airing it out on the starting line. Away we go. Advantage on the starting line to Brian Martel, and Brian is going to go 585 on a 584 with 16 green. And we got Shane Thompson up here. Shane, I think throughout the rounds, Brian Martel consistently put up the best wheel stands out there in that red Camaro. I'll leave it up to you, but there's $500 on the line. Who gets it?
Absolutely. Brian did a great job. Gets the win and the extra cash. Good for him.
So a $500 bonus for the wheel stands, the way that we all kind of think door car racing should be. Love it. It was beautiful. And Mike, I got to head downstairs. We got some checks to hand out.
Exactly, and Nate, you did a great job down there. But hey, while we still have Shane up here, I mean, really, Silver State Refrigeration, you've meant so much to bracket racing all across the country. On behalf of Peter and Kyle and the entire Fling staff, man, we just can't thank you enough for everything that you do for supporting not only these events, but all the other events that you support with. And I know for Nathan and I that have the opportunity to stand up here on a microphone and try to promote your operation, you know, it just means a great deal to us. All the involvement that you have in all of these races, and we just can't say thanks enough.
Thanks, Mike. We appreciate everybody who supports our company. I know that we're not back east as of yet. That's saying a lot that we're going to soon be in Florida, Texas, and possibly Utah. Yes, possibly Utah. But we love being part of these races. Peter and Kyle have been the best to work with, and so with our brand and their brand, it works out really well for us.
Well, Shane, once again, thank you so much. $100,000 Silver State Friday, and just got to go get ready and go a lot of rounds tomorrow on both your bad hot rods. Once again, big thanks, Shane Thompson, Silver State Refrigeration. Nathan Hershey is heading down to the winner's circle, and I know it's going to be an absolute wild one with Timmy Markoglu down there. We're getting everything ready down there in the winner's circle, just adjacent to the starting line area. My guy Nathan Hershey's headed down there. He'll take over there for a little bit. Just a great day of racing here at Galot Motorsports Park. The Rad Torque Systems Spring Fling, presented by Optima Batteries. We'll be back here bright and early in the morning for Wise Coast Saturday, $25,000 event. Big thanks to Mullis Race Cars for sponsoring the Racer Appreciation Barbecue. Still see a whole slew of people down there partaking in that. Just a real special day here at Galot Motorsports Park.
All right, we are down here in the winner's circle at the conclusion of a Silver State Refrigeration $100,000 to win main event Friday, and we are standing here with the man who is holding the trophy, Timmy Markeglu out of Staten Island, New York. Timmy, the day turned out quite all right for you. You've got the jacket, you've got the trophy, and you have got a check for $100,000. Can you put into words right now how this feels?
Absolutely not. It's a lot of luck. The drivers here, forget about it. They're all the best of the best. And I was a little lucky, and I had a couple of good runs, and here I am. And I don't, I'm forget it. I'm overwhelmed.
I can understand that. I can certainly understand that overwhelmed feeling. And when you say you were a little bit lucky, yeah, I'll go with you on that, because in order to win an event like this, there's a lot of talent out there. You got to have some lucky rounds. But I'm telling you, those last few rounds, you were dead on it down there on the starting line. You had a groove going. Can you tell me, like, rolling in there, how do you keep yourself focused with something like that?
After you get past round 4, round 5, and you got to feel for the car, and then, I can't do it loud and beat. then your confidence kicks in, and then you know what you're doing, and car's dialed, and that's basically it.
I'll tell you what, one last question. I know right now the emotion is there. This is a big moment. This is a big time. You can't do something like this on your own, right? I mean, you come out here, and I know that we'd had an opportunity to talk to your wife, Barbara, before, and really, she told us a little bit about the family feeling and how much it means for you to be out here hanging out with friends. Who's out here with you that helped get you through this?
The Domino's, Jack, I can't thank you enough. I told you that rock run fixed it, brother. I got to thank the Domino family by far, and without them, I wouldn't be here. And obviously, everybody in the Spring Fling, the staff, you guys are amazing. I can't thank everybody, It's basically it, man.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to let you soak in the moment. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a huge round of applause for your winner here on a $100,000 Silver State Refrigeration Friday, Timmy Markaglue. All right, so after crowning our $100,000 champion, Silver State Refrigeration threw in a bonus race worth 10 grand today. Brian and Michelle Martell both jumped in it, raced their way through down to take each other on in the final. Brian, I know you heard it. You get the $500 bonus for the best wheel stands of the day. Michelle, you were right there with them. But guys, this is awesome. You started off the day by giving everybody donuts and coffee, and the mojo, the juju, all the good news came back to you guys tenfold. How cool is this to be able to reach each other in the final of the 10 grander?
It's pretty unexplainable. Thanks to everybody for Peter and Kyle and everybody at the Fling for deciding to put on a door car shootout. That was a nice icing on the cake after both of us getting cracked early on. And for both of us to be in the final, I mean, you only dream about stuff like that. We've been together 10 years. This is only the second time we've ever raced each other. We talked about doing something crazy in the finals, like switching cars or doing a long burnout, but I really just wanted to beat her just flat out.
Okay. Michelle, you know what? I see where you're at here. We obviously know, and from all of us married guys, you can say that's the truth, but no matter what, you're never going to beat her in life. She's going to have you every time. Michelle, what's your thoughts on this whole thing?
Well, I really can't say those out loud. No, he deserved to win. It was, you know, either of our races, and he did better than I did, so it is what it is. Yes, I'm better looking, and I'll take that.
Absolutely. I love the fact that the competition is built in there, that it's one of those rivalries that's going to keep the relationship strong. You guys, this was totally awesome. Thank you so much again for this morning and for being part of the shootout. And for those of us, I know you guys were like huge stars on the live feed just to watch you two go at it. Congratulations one more time.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
All right.
Like a wedding cake, feed it to each other.
Brian says sorry, it's free now. Sorry, folks at home that are listening. Michelle, see what you've been missing? Chance to speak back in an hour. Need a cup of coffee. This race next year, she's going to need two. What do you mean?
Okay, there's my donut. Oh, my donut. I don't want it now.
He's going to save it for later.
All right, photo, let's go.
Let's crash this party. Come on. Come on. Everybody, hey. All of them?
Just everybody. Silver State? Yeah, Brad, Silver State.
Here, Danny, you want to do this one? Come on, Mom.
All right, before we wrap up the night, we're just going to stand down here off to the side for a moment, take some photos up here, but we've got our runner-up, Jeremy Poppel. Man, you did it for the door cars. You made your way to the final. Again, a couple of New Yorkers going head-to-head. Jeremy, tell me about your day, man. How did it go?
It was just, it just seemed like it blended well. Everything was just going. I was having a good time, and I didn't think about nothing. It was the one time that I just didn't think about nothing. I just kept doing my thing, and it just kept working. And that's it. I started a long path to get here, but it was worth it in the end.
Tell me about, you talk about a long path to get here. I don't know if, you know, seeing you at Flings before, haven't really made it out to a whole lot of these, but where you at with the big buck bracket racing stuff?
Me and my dad just kind of started doing it this past year. Mainly, we started racing in Florida this winter, and you know, got the cars back about a month ago, and did a little work to them. And my car was a shell on Saturday, and just put the work in to make sure I got here. Drove straight through to make sure I got here for Thursday.
So literally, we went from a car that was not ready to run to here on Friday to the final of the main event.
Yes, sir.
That is an amazing story, dude. That is an amazing story. You're sticking around to race with us tomorrow, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, you got the mojo going, making it out of the final round here, and tomorrow, light up a whole bunch more win lights.
Hopefully.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your runner-up, Jeremy Poppel, hanging out here from today's Silver State Refrigeration Main Event Friday. All right, so before we wrap up the night, we have got one final winner to talk to down here. The winner of the Brodix Run for the SR20 heads, Jarrett Creech. Jarrett representing the door car contingency. First round of the first day, you were like 001, dead on one, put up a 2-pack. Nobody was able to beat you out. You sat around a good part of the day today, come up here on the tree and go 00 to take a win home tonight and grab yourself a $5,200 set of heads, man. How does it feel?
Feels good. I mean, I got lucky. Like you said, I sat around all day. I was one dead one to start the week off. I was also one red today. So, it's a double-edged sword. I set up tight, and the funny thing is I rolled 5 in from this morning. I'm red, I'm 4 green. So, just a little luck.
Well, I'll tell you what, a little luck paid off big with these heads. I know you got some special folks here with you that are helping you out this weekend, and it's one of those things where we've seen you out here before, having a good time with us here at the Fling. We're glad you're back here today, and who is it that's here with you that helps you out with this?
My dad's here. If it won't for him, Mom, I won't be able to do what I do, so they all help out. Jamie and Jeff Cottle, CBR, they went totally back through this car. A lot of people don't know I spun it last year at Rockingham, and it's been an axle laid over the caliper, brake and all, locked up when I got to the finish line and went around 3 times. So it's lucky to be sitting here.
Well, we're glad it is sitting here, and we're glad you're going home with these nice heads. So you got something else to add to the car before the thing is done.
No, we're good. Hopefully tomorrow's a little better.
All right, well, let's hear it again for your Brodix Run for the Head winner, Jarrett Creech. And with that, that is going to wrap things up here tonight. Again, we've got one more day tomorrow as we have got our Wiseco Performance $25,000 to win day as we will wrap up the Rad Torque Systems Spring Fling presented by Optima Batteries. For those of you that are still hanging out online, be with us bright and early tomorrow morning. Again, we'll start off if we have any new entries. We'll run through those time runs. We'll get into round number 1, and we won't be done until we hand out another 25 grand. So we'll see everybody out here tomorrow morning. Remember, non-denominational chapel service. For those of you that are here, you can join us for that. Otherwise, we're going to sign off tonight. Have a good evening. Bye.
With Silver State Air Conditioning, they're all about being on time. That's why they're one of the few companies that offer an on-time guarantee. Unfortunately, problems don't just happen from 9 to 5. But it's important to Silver State to be there when it's convenient for the customer. I know I want a company that values my time. That's why I'll always choose Silver State Air Conditioning.
We'll be there whenever you need us, on time and at no extra charge. Guaranteed. Call us or visit us online. Silver State Refrigeration and HVAC.
Since 1960. Jags!
Rad torque guns are the world's most powerful and reliable torquing systems with the highest power-to-weight ratio. Rad torque guns are available in pneumatic, battery, and electronic drive systems with torque ranges from 500 to 15,000 foot-pounds of torque. Rad torque guns are being used around the world by companies such as Boeing Aerospace, Caterpillar Equipment, GE Wind Towers, the U.S. military, and many, many more. Rad Torque Systems are also very involved in the drag racing community, sponsoring many events, as well as a large fleet of Rad-sponsored race cars. For more information, visit radtorque.com.
Systems technology was created to develop a line of carburetors that is not only affordable, but innovative while never sacrificing quality. These principles drive us to make the best carburetors possible. From our entry-level RT series to our full race, billet CNC aluminum and stainless steel, billet XS Pro series. Our engineers have spent their entire careers in the high-performance aftermarket developing various carburetors for enthusiasts, pro racers, and everyone in between. They helped form FST with the same goal that we all share, to get the best performing system into your vehicle for the best price possible. We too are the users, cruisers, and enthusiasts pushing our street rods, muscle cars, and drag cars to their limits. We understand the time and investment that you put into your vehicle, and FST is our opportunity to bring you something innovative, quality-driven, and affordable. Get yours through most reputable online retailers or learn more at fstcarb.com.
Of innovation, 60 years of attention to detail, 60 years of rigorous testing under race conditions is what makes ATI Performance Products great. ATI has been helping racers like you reach the finish line first. Today, we manufacture a wide range of high-performance parts that are track-tested and race-proven. We're passionate about performance, and that passion is what drives you to the finish line first. See everything ATI has to offer at ATIRacing.com.
From Luke Bogakian, this is BracketRacing.com comes a can't-miss event, Weather 101. Learn how to make sense of the wind, when you need and don't need a weather station, and how to predict ET without complicated software. Plus, gain access to Luke's personal weather ratios and participate in a live Q&A, all on May 6th. Learn from the best with Weather 101, and this is BracketRacing.com.
Jag.